beautiful Escondido, California for the Daniel Boe Memorial. I am Ian Anderson, joined by Sias Elmore.
Hello.
And talk about our feature card for round one, Sias.
Yes, we've got Aidan Bound, who's just on the screen. He won the AM side. Ezra Hapner, who I know from up in Santa Cruz. Young, but getting really good really fast. We got Ginn.
Right there.
Who I'm not super familiar with, but I'm excited to watch him play.
And he's on Team Crush. And
Drew Gibson.
This
there
guy.
He is. Probably definitely the most well-known player at this tournament.
Yeah, coming off a really signature win in Vegas.
Yes, that was really intense last round.
Yeah, it was. It was awesome. Tell us about hole one, sir.
Hole one is actually hole 5, but for whatever reason, this is the way we play the tournament. A pretty basic hyzer, but there is a Mando on the left you have to navigate, and there is some OB deep, but it's kind of hard to reach.
Yeah, you really shouldn't get there.
Yeah, it's kind of just like almost like a tunnel off the tee, but generally pretty easy to execute.
Aidan, your AM winner on the box of 1.
Yeah, I don't know him very well, but I've heard that he has live arm.
I love watching a live arm, Sias. 64 miles an hour?
That's a really easy looking 64.
It was.
It's not a bad shot. It's going wide. I feel like it's easier to get to the pin, but you do kind of run the risk. There's like trees and rocks and low ceiling.
Yeah, it gets crowded towards the green. Up next, Ezra. Relation to Marty?
I do believe so.
Cool.
Just a little low. Maybe not quite enough hyzer.
Yeah, agreed there. It will just be pitching up for a par, and we have a lefty. Always a fan of this.
Okay, we'll see. I did not know that.
Yeah.
This is not a super easy lefty hole by any means.
No, it isn't. Ginn.
Okay, just a little wide, but he's back in the layup zone.
Gibson. I believe that's his scepter. Kind of an overstable fairway.
We get the full pre-shot routine here.
That's what it's supposed to look like.
Yep, kind of slides by the rock. It's like a 23-foot putt right there.
Yeah. Got a layup here from Ginn, looks like. Maybe a half go.
No, that's smart. The OB's right there, and it's actually tighter than it normally would be.
Especially from that angle as well. Hapner, long bid. Testing the OB, but that should be safe.
Yeah, it's like half hard pack, half kind of sand right there.
Mm-hmm. Hey, that's a good putt to start your tournament.
Yeah, it is. He actually ended up further behind the pin than I thought. So that was a good spot to be.
It was. And Gibson to match that birdie. Looking good.
Yep, that was great.
His putt so improved over the years.
It really has.
Hapner coming back for par. You don't really honestly see that a lot. I don't know. Maybe I don't. Just like kind of late in career, making a big change to like a putting percentage.
I feel like he kind of sat in where putting was the worst attribute for quite a while.
Right.
And when your distance is that good, he probably just hit a point where he was like, man, I got to change. I got to fix this.
And he fixed it, man.
Yeah, he also seems like he's playing, I don't know, with a little more thought into what he's going to throw or how he's going to throw it instead of just relying on raw power.
Sure.
Like he's a more
Mature.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Great putt to start that man's tournament by Aidan right there. Kicking onto this little hole too.
Yeah, the Girl Scout hole. It's a double Mando, lots of OB. It's really short, but it's still really missable.
Oh, yeah.
I think this is the last year this hole will be in play, just due to the fear of wear on the sign.
All right, Aidan. Got her.
Yeah. Yeah, that is the play, though. Kind of a little forehand that it doesn't have to be good. It just has to sort of get there.
Drew? Yeah, it looks like they took out that kind of parking lot skip shot with a double Mando this year.
Yeah. Yeah, and that little tree in the middle, I think, is kind of new as well.
Ezra?
These putts behind the sign are still like, they might be in the circle.
Yeah, I think
It's
so.
a really short hole.
Adam? Who just beats that tree?
Yeah, that's a perfect shot.
Did you go forehand or go backhand on this one?
I tried to do both, and I don't know if I ever figured it out, actually.
Well, hopefully you don't have to. Hopefully this was the last try.
That's right. It's over. I don't think about it.
And
Smart. The
Yeah.
basket's right against the OB.
it really is. Gibson, let's see if he gets more aggressive or not. I would imagine he'll give this a run.
Okay, there's the feather flag, so that's just circle's edge right there.
He's been loving this jumper.
No jump needed.
That's a nice measured bid there.
Yeah, that may have even stayed in if you had missed it.
Agreed.
but You don't run that putt unless you think you're going to make it.
That is the mindset you need. Hapner, just a little bit closer. Comes up just a little short.
At least it stayed in.
Consolation prize and whatnot. Here's Ginn for birdie on the board.
Very nice. Yeah, a couple guys getting the rare 3 on this hole. It's usually like a 2 or a 4.
Yeah, that's very true. It's kind of fun doing commentary on one of our home courses. Size.
Yeah, now that I live in San Diego, this is actually the closest course to me.
Is it closer than Morley?
It is.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful putt by Gibson. What's your best at Kit Carson?
Oh, geez. Maybe 15?
Yeah, that sounds about right. Hole 3, the snake hole. It's famous size.
Yeah, an extended version, 2 holes glued together, basically. OB right of the path, string line along the drainage creek area, and then a little Mando we flew by. It was on a right. You need to be left of that. At only 418, it is definitely eagleable.
Oh, my goodness, yeah. Those are the arms we have on this card.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Gibson. Is this going to unravel enough? I don't know. That's headed towards out of bounds.
Yeah, that could have caught something. I'm sure that's not what he was playing for, but just drifted all the way.
Ginn. Over too much on that forehand, and that is also out of bounds.
Yeah, that looked like maybe the kind of forehand I would throw. Just pulled over a little much.
Aidan. I like this play for my money size.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide if this is.
I mean, I can't throw it that far, but
Oh, that wasn't a layup. That was a full.
Oh, yeah.
Full go.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. That's a big shot.
Up a 40-footer at it.
Yeah, yeah. He's still looking.
Hapner. I need some help.
Missed the line, but caught the shrubs. So he's actually still in pretty gettable birdie range.
Yeah, exactly. We've got Ginn throwing 3 now for the OB drive.
It needs to sit.
There's OB long. And
Yep.
that is-
Bummer.
Ugh. Well, I'll put for 5 at least.
Yeah, it's tough when you're far back because you know this hole's really gettable. So you want to get it, but it's easy to get too greedy. I do it myself.
Hapner leaking left and short, but that'll work beautifully.
Yeah, that's great. I wonder if that's a breaker, maybe.
I bet it would be, right? It looked like it anyway. Gibson throwing 3. A chance to save birdie. Par.
Yeah, a par feels pretty bad on this hole, actually. Because it's so easy. If you go layup,
Oh, my goodness, yeah.
it's really easy to get the birdie.
Ginn to save the 5. And that's a good putt there. Tourniquet putt. Oh, that should be a...
Yeah, that should be a 5.
Yeah.
Wrong graphic, I think.
Yep. There is Gibson sneaking in his par. Birdie coming up for your AM champion. Man, that forehand really makes this hole very easy.
Yeah, it does. I wonder if maybe Ginn's not super confident in his backhand, because you could have the hyzer there.
Oh,
if you
yeah,
wanted, but he's still with the forehand play, which is interesting. Could just be a comfort thing.
Yeah, sure.
Ezra had the disc choice like he was going for it. It's definitely a driver.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
When I walk up to the tee, I have these game plans. I think I'm gonna land in these same areas every single time, but you never know. Having the Bushnell rangefinder, no matter where I land, gives me that extra level of confidence.
Welcome back to the action. You are looking at hole 4. Just a nice, easy backhand hyzer, man. For me, anyway. There's the other routes.
There's also a forehand hyzer, which might be the most open route on this hole, but the backhand hyzer is really gettable.
I feel like if you hit the initial gap in the backhand hyzer, the rest just kind of works out.
Mm-hmm. You can throw just like a overstable putter or a mid.
I'm a chump, so I throw a T-bird. But yeah.
The only thing that make this hole tricky is if it gets like real windy. You kind of like a head left to right, and it won't let your hyzer come back. But here's that forehand hyzer.
Looking nice from Bound. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was sick.
Almost skipped it in. See if Hapner can bite off that line. That's a 30-footer-ish.
It might be closer.
Yeah.
It's just the tree makes it tricky. But if you were wide open, you'd be like, oh, I should make this every time.
Gibson with that scepter again. Ooh. Back in bounds and putting for birdie.
You'll take those. You'll take those on the course.
Ginn going back to the forehand.
Now, there's another example where maybe he just isn't really confident in the backhand play.
It seems like it, right? Gibson for birdie.
Hung in there. Nice.
3 for 4 start for Gibson. Ginn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
Bound. Ooh. Nervy putt there.
Yeah. I do that sometimes, kind of early tournament. You're like, oh, I'm getting a little rhythm going. And then there's a really great putt from Ezra, though.
Yeah, nice make. Here is the par cleanup now for Bound, and does make that one nicely. Putting. It's a hell of a thing, Sias.
You know, it could be coming from the AM side. You're playing with the world-renowned Drew Gibson.
Yeah.
You're on film.
Yeah. That's the nice thing about my tournament rounds, Sias. Nobody sees them.
Yep. Little par cleanup. Nothing wrong with that.
Ooh, that almost snuck out.
One. The very last one.
I wasn't far off the pole either. On to, what we got now? Hole 5. This is a new tee pad for this one.
Yes, new tee pad pushed over to the right of where the normal tee pad is, and you kind of have these 3 gaps to contend with, and a Mando that takes away the hyzer. Big trench on the right. It's probably almost definitely a forehand, but there's kind of some in-between gaps if you really don't feel confident in that play.
Yeah. Hapner flexing one through the gap beautifully.
Yeah, it's a really good shot. This hole is not easy.
No, that gap off the tee is a little silly.
It is.
Intimidating.
It's not just skinny, but also low ceiling.
Drew going with the buzz.
That flipped up so nice. It's actually a little long. More problem.
Yes, right? Bound.
Yeah, this is what I thought we'd see a little bit more of.
Mm-hmm. Circle's edge putt. And Ginn. Oh, didn't get the turn he needed.
Yeah, everyone hit the initial gap, which is pretty good, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But he caught that one skinny palm that's in the way.
Nice approach.
Almost put it in.
He did. Birdie putts coming up. Bound, the first look.
Yeah, kind of deathy look. And he ran it kind of like it was, too. Real soft.
He did. Gibson coming back for his birdie.
Good putt. On a little roll here.
That he is. That's 4 for 5 for Gibson. Hapner, maybe just inside circle. Maybe a couple paces. Ooh,
Nice. Stuck it. Yeah, Ezra's gotten really good the last couple of years.
he looks young. Do you know how old he is?
I don't. He's not very old. Yeah. Good clean up.
And one more.
Yeah, a par on this hole is actually not even that bad. I saw a couple bigger numbers.
I would imagine so. You missed that gap off the tee.
Mm-hmm.
Hapner sneaking it in. Nice putt, sir. Gonna take us into course hole 10, our hole 6. Got to get this one, man.
Yep, just kind of your choice of a low backhand hyzer or a forehand hyzer. It's not really that complicated. I think it plays a little longer than 275. I don't know. There's usually some headwind.
I think so too. Yeah. I'm usually going like T-Bird or something.
Okay.
You throwing Envy?
Maybe a stabilizer or a reactor.
Okay. Hapner. It's a little high. See if it gets there.
Okay, maybe just outside the circle.
Mm-hmm. Gibson. God, that looks like a jokery.
Yeah, that's kind of what I feel like the backhand miss is. A little inside, and you still end up in the circle, but just the left side of it like that.
Bound with the forehand. He's got a nice flip-up forehand game.
Yeah, his game honestly seems really well-rounded. I can see why he won the AM side.
Yeah. Ginn. That's early.
Yeah, it's still kind of rolling around like edge of circle, though. Like, it's still makeable.
Yeah, total chance, absolutely. Ginn to get back under par.
Okay. Putted like you wanted it. So
You did.
really all you can do.
Yeah, decent stab for sure. Hapner also just outside circle.
Also just a little left.
Bound. A lot of chains, but nothing dropping yet.
Yeah, that can happen.
Mm-hmm. He's going to clean up his par, as will Ginn, hopefully.
That's a good save.
Yeah, good comebacker. I think we still have a Gibson putt. Yes, here it is. To go 5 for 6. Count it.
Yep. Perfect putt.
Hapner for the par save.
Dead center. Very nice.
Yeah. He's got this really interesting kind of like rocks on the outside of his foot.
Yeah, almost rolling his ankle.
It looks like it's gonna
a
roll his
little bit.
ankle, man. I'm like getting PTSD watching that. But it goes in every time. My ankle is so swollen right now, guys. Oh, it's brutal. Hole 7. Size. I love this hole, man. It's fun.
Yeah. I mean, not a long par 4 at 5'11". It is doable, I guess.
I took it once.
Okay.
I had to throw
It's
in
like
from 250.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you have kind of the choice. low ceiling, like tunnel shot if you want it. You can go high turnover if you want it.
Rollers?
Definitely roller play. This is super viable in this hole.
Nice little family picture here.
On a windy day, it can get a little bit tougher just because it's almost always a really strong tailwind. So laying that roller down can be tricky.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what Gibson has for us.
Yeah, it is not a windy day. Okay, he's going low tunnel shot. This is actually what I kind of prefer too.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not going to give you an eagle, but it will give you a really, really simple birdie.
Yeah, it's kind of unlock the ceiling by getting far enough.
Mm-hmm.
Don't have to worry about that low ceiling on your second shot, which you might see with the rest of the gents here. Hapner going to the roller play. Oh, needed to get that down earlier.
Yeah, just kind of let it float up there.
Mm-hmm.
That's sort of my mistake with the roller too.
Bound.
Okay, played down the fence.
He's got a
And
nasty forehand, man.
65. It's pretty crazy.
Wow.
He'll have a tricky look from there.
He
I'm just
will.
guessing the ceiling's in his way a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Ginn leaves it just a little high.
Yeah, and now he's going to have a 50-50 that you don't want either option kind of spot.
Here's Hapner. A lot of work left to do. Probably over 300. Wow.
Yeah, that's great.
That was incredible.
It's tough to get it just that far, but keep it low enough. And now he'll actually have a birdie look still. That's really good.
Let's see if Ginn can bite off those vapor trails. Oh, never mind. We're going over the top. Let's see it land left there.
Yeah, I might have trickled down the creek. Might have caught something. There's a ton of stuff up there.
Bound. Oh,
Oh,
my
sit.
God. Oh.
Yeah, it's easy to forget this OB's back here because
Yeah.
there's that backstop.
And Drew just pitching that jokery over there. Ooh. That's
Kind of a misfire.
That's an unforced error there. So here's where Ginn ended up, now throwing 3.
Yeah, this is just casual water, in case anyone wonders.
Thank you. That was. Got Gibson down there. Putting for birdie. Oh, come
There you go.
on.
Didn't matter.
Wow. The man is 6 down through 7 holes.
Yeah, it's a pretty good start, I
Mhm.
would say.
Yeah. Not too shabby. Hapner. What a great birdie this will be after the drive.
Oh my god.
Well, okay. If he gets a par, it still doesn't feel too bad after
Yeah.
that, where he was on the drive.
Bound is coming back for the par. And leaves that one short. Oh, that got a nasty roll.
Yeah, maybe caught one of those big goofy rocks they have protecting the sleeve from the mower.
Yep. Makes the comebacker nicely, though, but that will be a bogey for Bound, unfortunately. Hapner. He's got a par putt coming up.
Yep, just good cleanup.
Yep. And Ginn will clean up a par as well. So Drew grabbing a stroke plus on the card there.
Yeah, it's tough. We're kind of like reaching the tail end of where all the birdie holes are.
Yeah.
So you'd like to have a good streak going here. They start getting a little bit, not longer, but trickier from this point.
Yeah, well put. These next two especially, huh?
Yeah, weirdly gettable and then also weirdly missable at the same time.
Uh-huh. It's a very crowded green in this next one. Great putt by Gibson from down in the creek. It's course hole 12, but it's going to be our hole 8. We're going to short pin today, size, I think.
Yep, short pin. You kind of have your choice of, it's probably a forehand hyzer, really, that goes over this bush. The pin is actually sitting right where the graphic is now.
There, yeah.
But the backhand hyzer also can kind of work. You also throw a little bit straighter at it with a putter if you want.
Mm-hmm.
But again, on a windy day, it's different, but it's a really nice, calm day.
Gibson with the scepter. He's on the green.
It's the forehand line.
Hapner likes that. Dang.
Yeah, Ezra's forehand, it looks really good.
Ginn. Oh, we got a...
Okay, he's going for the backhand now.
Oh, no.
Okay.
It flipped up a little more than I thought it was going to.
If it catches something, he might still get a look.
Yeah. And bound. Looking to fight back from that bogey. Just casual, effortless power. Going long.
It's a good spot to be, though.
True.
Okay. This spot sucks. I've been in it a ton of times. It's terrible.
That's my line. I throw the backhand and it ends up in here all the time. Ginn lays up nicely. Gibson to go 7 for 8.
Yep. Good putt. Great start.
Jeez. Bound for birdie.
Very nice.
Redeeming himself from the bogey on 11 or 7, I guess. Ginn makes his par save. What's your next tournament size?
What a great question. Let me think about that. Goat Hill is my next
nice,
tournament,
man.
actually.
Nice. I was just talking to Alan today about that.
Yeah, I have a little vacation coming up, so no tournaments for a while here.
Nice. Going somewhere fun?
We're gonna go to Hawaii.
Sweet.
Yeah, so my little brother can get married.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh, that's awesome. Hole 9, par 3. Dangerous on this one size.
Yes, this fence line is OB all the way down until right where it ends right there. And we have a little square made by those trees and the fence that's inbounds. But do you really want it that bad? It's a tough hole.
Do you try to get onto that little postage stamp, or do you put it just right of the fence?
I
What's your
kind of
aiming
like
spot?
to be near the fence.
Uh-huh.
But if it trickles through, I'm not mad. That's almost ideal.
Yeah.
Because you get to have a more aggressive line, but still give yourself a really safe putt for birdie.
Hapner with the yin-yang. The distance is right. This looks beautiful. Still great.
I think touch the gate, touch the fence, and just kind of give yourself an open look. That's only maybe 20 feet.
That was something really slow, too.
Yeah, probably a putter.
Bound. This is going to be wide. I like it, though.
Yeah, that's probably closer to the line I like, where you just play a little bit wider, a little bit safer, and hope it sort of fades down and gets a little hop.
Ginn.
Okay, not the greatest reaction off the fence, but not a bad spot to be.
Yeah. Well, 35-footer for the 2. Ooh. Stays in at least. Oh, it didn't? Wow.
Really?
I guess those flags are on little wires, which is why it looks like they're farther back than they are. Dang.
Oh, that's true.
That's brutal.
At least he doesn't have to go to the drop zone. Just take it from there. So
Yeah.
it should be almost a tap in.
Nice birdie putt from Bound. Gibson to follow that. Just perfect putt after perfect putt.
Yeah, he's only missed one hole so far, and that was just going for an eagle when he probably didn't need to.
Yeah. Hapner to match the birdie. All right. He can play.
Yeah, it's a good hole to get, too. It's tricky. It's really easy to bogey.
It very much is. You get all aggressive and come up short, and game over. This is a bogey save there from Ginn, and that's well done.
Yeah, slid in. Those ones, you always feel weird about them. After, like, you're glad they went in, but then your next putt, you're thinking about, like, oh, man, I barely went in, though.
This one didn't barely go in. I think this was a nice make from Bound. Yeah. Cash. And that is all we got for the front 9.
Okay.
Yeah. Good times there. Gibson, it's pretty good.
Yeah, 8 down. Ezra at 5 down, also really good.
Yeah.
Aidan at 3, just the 1 red, and Adam figured it out.
Yeah. Okay,
He's on his way.
We'll catch you guys in the back 9. Thanks for watching.